All right, this week in the tasting lineup, we have 2 sparkling wines, which naturally makes me think of fried chicken. So we're gonna fry some buttermilk chicken, make a chili oil, and a green goddess vinaigrette for a crudité. We're gonna start with making an herb oil. Okay, we're gonna pick about a half a cup or so of parsley. And we can be pretty loose about it because it's all gonna go into a blender. We'll throw a little bit of cilantro in there too. Pinch of salt. A good amount of olive oil. This is gonna be the base of the mayonnaise, the aioli that we're gonna make, so that'll be quite a bit. Okay, next we are going to start building the aioli. So we will have 1 clove of garlic. We're just going to use the yolk here for the aioli, so I'm going to separate out the white. So orange. So we're going to slowly drizzle in olive oil, whisking the whole time. Now I'm going to add the juice of 1 lemon. Okay, now we'll add our avocado. And I usually just go for it, just squeeze it all in there, sort of mash itself. We're gonna get that avo in there, kind of mash it up, and whisk. And then we'll add, like, I don't know, a tablespoon, a little drizzle of red wine vinegar. Yeah. So we can snack on this. Okay, so now I'm going to season the chicken. You can be really generous because it's going to go into the buttermilk, which will, you know, like dilute the seasoning quite a bit. We're going to throw it in. So this should sit in here for like, I don't know, at least 20 minutes. It could be for a few hours. You could throw it in the fridge and pull it out and temper it when you're ready. Okay, so now as our buttermilk, or as our chicken's sitting in the buttermilk, we're gonna make our chili oil. So here's some dried chilies, a couple spoonfuls. So to make the chili oil, it's pretty easy. We'll end up drizzling this on our fried chicken. Just add a good amount of olive oil. And there's some chili oils where you like rehydrate them first with water or vinegar or something. This isn't one of those. This is just dried chili with olive oil, pinch of salt, some more garlic. So we'll rough chop it, make a paste like that. Splash of this red wine vinegar. And now we get a fried chicken. Here's our fry oil. This is rice bran oil. It's like a neutral oil with high heat abilities. We want to fry the chicken at like 325. That'll make sure it's fully cooked in the middle, around the same time as the outside's golden brown. Here's our landing zone. If you have a tray, you can put it on here too, or like a rack. I don't have one that fits on here, so I'm just using paper towel. All right, our oil's ready. Okay, so we have our seasoned chicken and buttermilk, our flour that has nothing in it. You can add whatever you like, chili, salt, pepper, spices. Okay, I'll choose some pieces that are similar in size, so they'll all be done around the same time. We'll probably have to do this in 2 phases. We're gonna toss the chicken in the flour, and then you really wanna like squeeze the flour in there, because that'll give you all those delicious crispity crunchy bits that makes fried chicken so good. So frying at home can be really scary, but it's much simpler than you think. You want to not fill your pot up too much, so I've left quite a few inches, because when you put anything in oil, it'll kind of bubble up a little bit. This shouldn't bubble up very much because it's pretty dry. When in doubt, turn off your flame. If anything happens and you're freaking out, just first things first, turn off your flame, and that'll prevent anything crazy from happening. But nothing crazy will happen. You can do it. We're gonna just check in on them. Looking good. Make sure they're not sticking to each other or to the pan, but they shouldn't if they're fully floured. It'll probably take like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes, depending on the size of the piece of chicken. But yeah, now we just let it go. And moderate your flame depending on your temp. Right now I'm just below 320, so I'm gonna turn it up. Okay, we're gonna check and find the biggest looking one. And we'll check and see how we're doing. It's a nice fold in. So hopefully it's just about done. But we can throw it back in if we need to. I think it's done. You don't want to see any pink, which we don't, so that one's done. Season it with some salt. And pepper. Chicken scribe. Golden, juicy. It's kind of hard to overcook fried chicken because it's sealed in and kind of steams in its own little breading, so drizzle some chili oil. Right. Let's try this baby. Looks good. Yeah. Happy with it.